Today we're talking about one simple thing that can save you dozens of hours in the kitchen in pregnancy, not to mention stress and decision fatigue. Navigating pregnancy can be so overwhelming sometimes, especially when you're trying to feed your body nourishing, healthy foods. What if I told you there's an easy, stress-free way to feed yourself and your baby during pregnancy? I do this for my family most weeks, and I can't imagine life without it. We're going to walk through one method of meal prepping so that you can stay energized even on your busiest days. Welcome back to New Mama Wellness. I'm Nicole. I have gone through pregnancy myself, and I know how important it is to have simple, nourishing meals. We're going to walk through one method of meal prepping so that you can stay energized and calm even on your busiest days. There was a study done that showed that pregnant women who ate home-cooked meals had a higher intake of nutritious fruits and vegetables and less soft drinks and ultra-processed foods. So basically, meal prepping gives you a higher amount of nutrients and less stress. So, what's not to love? So step one, you're going to brainstorm 10 to 12 recipes that you love. Sometimes I like to look online for this and see if I want to make a recipe with beef, I'll do healthy beef recipes. But basically we want to focus on just ingredients that are good for pregnancy, which are basically whole foods, but be sure to keep it simple your first time around. I did create a PDF that goes along with this video that kind of walks you through what I'm walking you through right now. So feel free to grab that in the description and download it and kind of follow along. That'll make things a lot easier for you. Now that you've brainstormed those 10 to 12 ideas, we're going to decide on 5 of them for this week. Now we can always use the rest of those ideas later. It's better to have more ideas than less. You can also check out my ideas. It has a whole week of meals, so you can take those ideas, you can change them, whatever works for you. We're not gonna be super rigid here. Okay, so step 2 is to schedule the meals. We're gonna take those 5 meals and schedule them out. Check out the freebie. You can see kind of where I put meal A, meal B, meal C. Just mapped it out just to make it easier for you. You're going to use 2 recipes for 3 meals throughout the week. So you're basically gonna make triple batches of 2 of the recipes. And then the other recipes, you're gonna make double batches, and you're gonna use those throughout the week. You're also gonna plan 1 freezer meal for the week. I love freezer meals on those nights when I'm just super busy or I just don't wanna cook. I just pull a meal out of the freezer, and that can be part of your weekly process, is to just make an extra batch of something and pop it in the freezer for later. And one note on breakfast, I just keep breakfast really simple, just mostly for my own sanity, so that I don't have to think about something super early in the morning. So we just eat eggs most mornings, honestly, which are actually great for pregnancy. You can also do waffles. You can make a bunch of waffles, stick them in the freezer. There's so many options for breakfast. We're just not gonna focus on that in the video. We just keep it simple for now. Okay, step 3 is pretty easy. You're just gonna make a shopping list. So kind of take inventory of what you have in your fridge and your pantry, and we're gonna write a shopping list. I did make room for that on the freebie if you wanna use that. I usually use my phone so I can just kind of check it off in the Notes app as I go to Aldi or wherever I'm going that week. Take note of what grocery store you plan on going and make sure the ingredients in your recipes are included at the grocery store. Okay, step 4, let's make the food. Plan a day when you're gonna prep your meals. This is gonna be a couple hours of food prep, so nothing super crazy. You can always do more if you want. You're going to make 2 recipes on your meal prep day. I usually do Saturday or Sunday, or sometimes Monday, just the first of the week to kind of do a bigger prepping day. So make your 2 recipes that you can use for 4 to 6 meals. You can make your triple batch recipes just to make it easier on yourself throughout the week. You can make a double batch, whatever you kind of planned in your meal planner. Another step you can also do on your meal planning day is to wash all your fruits and veggies, cut up any meat, just do that like extra step of prepping to make it easier during the week. Then you're gonna take all of the meals, put them into your beautiful glass food containers, and you're going to put them in the fridge or maybe the freezer. Just take note of like, are these ingredients going to go bad in a couple days before I eat them? Because we don't want to be eating food that's been sitting in the fridge for like a super long time. And that's basically it. Like, it's super simple once you get the hang of it. I know it may sound like a little bit complicated now, but once you get the hang of it, it's gonna save you so much time. I promise. It's amazing. I do have one last little tip. Take some time to prep a few snacks. When I was working and pregnant, I had such a hard time at the beginning of pregnancy just with needing like to eat, it felt like all the time, because my blood sugar would go crazy if I didn't like eat every hour. So on your prepping day, you can also prep a couple snacks too. And it can be something super simple like yogurt and fruit or nuts. However, you do need to make sure that you're eating enough fiber in. Having fiber-rich foods in pregnancy leads to better maternal mood and better gut health. So to include a little variety in my snacks throughout the week, sometimes I'll make like granola bars or muffins or energy bites. Those are great options with fiber. And that's it for this video on pregnancy meal prepping. I hope that it saves you so much time and energy and stress. Nourishing yourself is one of the best gifts you can give to yourself and your baby in pregnancy. And just remember, honor your body, mama.